Hello and welcome back to this Kubernetes talk series. So today in this series, we will be talking about network policies in the Kubernetes. So let's get started. So in any Kubernetes cluster, all the pods can communicate with each other without having any restriction over the network. By default, Kubernetes allow all the pods to communicate with each other. But in some circumstances, or you can say there are requirements where you want to restrict the pod or limit the pod communication. In that case, we can apply network policies for our pod. In this simple diagram, you can see we have the web app and app X and app Y. So only app X and app Y communicate with the web app, but there is no communication between the app X and app Y. And also these two are not also cannot communicate with the outside world. So what are network policies in general? We will discuss. So network policies are a set of rules that define how pods communicate with each other within the Kubernetes cluster. It provides a way to control the network traffic flow between different pods and services running in the cluster. Network policies are used to implement security and compliance requirements for applications running in the Kubernetes. For example, a network policy can be used to restrict the traffic between pods to only allow communication between specific pods or services based on their labels. This can help to prevent unauthorized access to sensitive data or services. Network policies use labels to identify pods and services and apply rules to them. These labels can be used to match traffic based on their source pod or service, the destination pod or service, the protocol, the port, or other characteristics. When a network policy is applied to a Kubernetes cluster, it is enforced by the network plugin used by the cluster. Different network plugins may have different capabilities and limitations for implementing the network policies. So some are the network plugins are VNet or Calico, or we can also use Fennel. I think Fennel doesn't support network policy. You can create, but it won't take effect in the Fennel CNI plugin. So in a nutshell, a network policy in Kubernetes is a set of rules that allows you to control the traffic flow between the pods and services running in the cluster. Based on their labels, it provides a way to enforce security compliance requirements for applications running in the Kubernetes. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we will see how to apply the network policy. Thank you.